evening, lesbians, and beware of the lesbian curse. On tonight's episode of Get the Fuck Out of the Closet, we will be discussing the chain reaction of breakups that's been sweeping the nation.
Oh my god, what's up you guys? It's Kales.
And I'm Mel.
And welcome to the unexpected but much needed episode 3.5 of our podcast,
Get the Fuck Out of the Closet.
Because the lesbians are not okay right now.
We cannot rest until we all know what's going on.
Cue the track.
Oh, drama. Oh, drama. No one likes lesbian drama. No one likes lesbian drama. Oh, drama.
We hit that. We brought you guys here to talk about the Becky Effect. Pride Month ended, stores and restaurants tore their pride flags off the walls, Fletcher name-dropped her ex's new girlfriend in a song, 2 lesbian TV shows were dropped, and the lesbian community's most notable power couples began collapsing.
Hold on, which TV shows?
Okay, so Netflix dropped the lesbian vampire show.
No.
First Kill.
I loved that one.
No more First Kill. And
Why?
Hulu's getting rid of the Wilds.
Oh my goodness, I was so excited to see the second season.
There is
no,
a
what
second
is it?
season, the third season.
No, yeah, whatever's next.
I know.
Damn.
I know.
Why?
Well, they hate the lesbians.
Who is doing
this?
this?
It's the curse that's going around the nation right now. It's this curse that's going around the lesbian community, around Lesbtopia.
The CDC actually just announced it's a national emergency.
It is, especially in our community. We are here today to talk about Sedona Rylee, Alyssa and Sam, JoJo Ky, and Avery and Soph, and kind of just what's been going on in the lesbian community.
Goodness, where to begin?
I know. As you guys know from my TikTok, I am very involved in lesbian drama, and as much as Mel does participate,
I have a job.
I have a job too.
Sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like a hobby that I, enjoy.
Yeah.
I like celebrities. It's like
Kaylee just she knows all, so.
Well, it's like my mom's version of reading People magazine.
Yeah.
But just my day and age, I like to keep up on my celebs, the lesbian ones, in the best way I can, and then share my information with you guys.
Yeah, thank God for all of us.
Yeah. We have been going on a journey on my TikTok over the last couple of days, honestly weeks, and I can't say enough on there, so I figured I'd get Mel in and we'd film a special episode and break down the tea so you guys don't have to look any farther.
30-minute recap. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's start by getting into why we're calling this the Becky Effect. I mean, obviously you knew what was going on with the Shannon,
Becky's
Fletcher,
so hot
Becky's
in a
so hot
vintage
situation.
t-shirt. I know.
And that was, drama in and of itself. If you aren't aware, Fletcher released a song name-dropping Shannon's new girlfriend, Becky. And they kind of been going back and forth on social media. And it made us all feel like it was 2016 YouTube drama days. And everyone got really excited about it. It was the first time we were all feeling some fire in a while. It was exciting.
We all just want to feel something.
I know. And everything else
too
is
much.
pretty calm.
That's why it was just too much. That's why everyone had to break up.
I know. Well, the whole thing is, I think that's why we're calling it the Becky Effect, because everyone felt some sort of way when that was going on. We were like, oh my gosh, the lesbian community is still very dramatic. Because I would like to say that I think we've been having our peak. The lesbians are thriving right now. Everybody wants to be in a lesbian relationship. It seems nice and calm. And
I met 2 new lesbians this week.
yes, see, it's really going around. It's the new thing. So I feel like, we all thought we were doing so great, myself included. And then Fletcher said, guys, don't forget where we came from, 2016 YouTube days, and full sent us into a breakup spiral.
Fletcher just really went for it.
That's the theory that's going on these days.
I guess. Is it
It's a snowball effect. That's what started the curse, the Becky Effect.
I mean, I honestly, you do make a lot of good points.
Before we get into breaking down our 4 breakups, let's talk about how things are going to go here. I'm telling you guys the tea. Mel is almost...
I'm with you guys. I'm actually on your team. I know a certain amount of tea for sure. JoJo Kylie probably broke up. JoJo's been chatting with that one chick, Victoria.
We'll get there. See, she's gonna learn. She's gonna learn along the way.
No, yeah, I'm learning with you guys.
And she's also the skeptic.
Yeah, I will say I'm a skeptic. I like to see, maybe they're just, gonna work it out. Maybe JoJo and Kylie are okay.
I like to take facts and run with them.
Not.
So,
who else we got here? We got Sedona. That's
And I actually want to start there because Sedona and Rylee was probably the most shocking, not necessarily breakup, but the facts that have come out after were really surprising to me. So did you follow?
I don't think
Sedona?
I know the facts that came out after.
Oh, I have them. I have
no
facts.
way.
I have the facts.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
Where did you get
facts,
these?
I have. Okay, so I get a lot of Instagram DMs from people sending me different stuff. And again, as I've said on my account numerous times this week, I like to keep sharing information that's already public. And that's what I plan to do today. And that's what I do on my TikTok account. So, people find stuff. People do some digging. doing. And when you do things in public and it's posted publicly, then things happen. So that's what I'm prepared to tell you. But I followed, so did you follow Sedona?
No.
Okay, so I followed her a really long time ago. The first video I ever saw was her coming up on my For You page. She was responding to a comment that said, like, you'll never find a man. And she said, it's really okay. I don't understand why I even have to explain this, but I'm clearly a lesbian. And I was like, instant follow. That's hilarious. Because obviously she looks like, I mean, not that you can look like a lesbian. And she was owning it. She was owning it in the moment.
She slays.
No, she does slay. I've honestly, and I've been around since the first ex. Did you know she had a girlfriend before?
I did not.
Okay, so that's why her second account is called Simp for Tall Girls, because she had an old girlfriend who was very tall. And I think they even started...
Taller than her?
No, definitely not. But like maybe definitely a girl who was like 6 foot.
I'm into the tall thing too.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Slay, you know?
Slay.
But they were one of those people who like met on TikTok and started dating before even meeting each other in real life.
Okay.
And then from the day they met each other in real life, the relationship lasted, I think, 14 days. Yeah. And then they had to kind of tell TikTok that it was over and there was drama. But really shortly after that, Sedona met Rylee. And that's why people...
On TikTok?
On TikTok. Okay. So Rylee commented on Sedona's TikTok and said, we should compare hand sizes. Because Riley's obviously, you know, a smaller, petite woman. Yeah. Which I guess led Sedona to enter Riley's DMs.
Oh,
and she slid in there and said, when do you want to compare hand sizes? They went back and forth as friends for, I think, a little bit. Until I guess one day they decided that, you know, maybe we like each other more than friends. And then like made plans to meet up in real life. And kind of the rest is history.
Were they living in the same place or was it another long distance thing?
I've always been under the impression that it's long distance, but I think I heard recently that Rylee went to college up somewhere near where Sedona goes. So they weren't that far when they were in college, but Riley's from Louisiana. So when she's back home, they're really far away. But I think when Rylee was at college, so I don't think it was like that aggressive of distance. They were only together a year and a half, but you know, they haven't been living together until I think the past like 2 months.
Okay. I know. They had that cute apartment together. What are they going to do with the lease?
No, I'm really worried about the lease and the furniture. They had it all set up. And I wonder like
cute.
if both of them move there, like with the intention of setting up a life there, or if they have other plans that could have been elsewhere. That's like, you know, the kind of the questions that worry me.
Do you know if they're gonna like keep living together?
So here's the thing. I mean, I think we don't know what happened, and I mean, all we have is the breakup video and a couple other facts. But back in like October, November last year, so almost a year ago, there was like a half breakup, and basically Sedona got on her TikTok and she posted a couple really kind of cryptic TikToks with her like kind of crying, saying like, I mess up everything I ever love, like I'm working to get your love back. They were promptly deleted, and Rylee made a follow-up TikTok saying something along the lines of, Sedona needs to not jump to conclusions and start posting on the internet when she's being dramatic. We're fine. So I'm guessing they had some sort of fight, and it was...
you don't even think they're broken up?
No, but it was like quickly resolved. But I think they obviously were broken up in the moment for Sedona to get on TikTok and say something like that.
It was a heated fight.
She wasn't drunk. It was like during the daytime. I mean, she could have been, but...
No, that's fair.
Yeah, so...
They just got some things to work through.
But that got off and on so quickly that nobody had a lot of room to speculate what actually happened. Like, people kind of let it go. But there was some rumor that Sedona was caught cheating. And which shocks me because I love Sedona. And
a tall girl?
For a tall girl. What do you mean for a tall girl?
She has a thing for tall girls.
Oh, did she cheat for a tall girl?
Yeah.
I don't know who she cheated with. That was a rumor, but nobody even looked into it that much because it was just, they were already back together and like seemingly fine. They both said like, it's fine. That was just drama. Like, let's get over it. But now after this breakup, those rumors are resurfacing, and a bunch of girls who went to college with Sedona are coming out and saying, I've like actively seen her with other girls at college parties.
Ooh, Sedona's a player.
While dating Rylee.
Oh my gosh.
I know. I can't believe it.
Wow.
No, it's really shocking to me. Like, I love Sedona, but if that's the case,
Sedona can't keep the ladies off her.
Rylee, I'm on your side. In the video they posted, they said the reasoning was that they needed to grow as individuals, which I guess could also mean that Sedona needs to, you know, be able to just have her fun at college parties, and that they like maybe hope to be together one day and they still have a lot of love for each other. So obviously I don't think Riley's in the dark about what's happening, because if we're seeing it on the internet, I'm sure it's probably already been sent to her DMs. And so I think that they're both kind of mature people and probably will keep it much so off the internet, because, you know, we can sit here and say all day that, you know, Sedona went out and cheated, but we don't know the situation. Like, we don't know what kind of fights they got into where it was like, fine, you know, we're not together tonight, and that's when stuff, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, people have, you know, their own relationships, and I think the fact that the only things we know is that they're being mature and like respectful of each other is like kind of what we should take, because no one's...
It's a point for the lesbians.
It is a point for a lesbian. So I feel like that was a healthy breakup. And I, for one, one, everyone gets really upset when like famous people break up and all this stuff. I love it because when you break up with somebody, it's for the better, or otherwise you probably wouldn't be doing it.
That's true.
And so like, and before you break up with somebody,
beginning.
Yeah, and before you break up with somebody, there's like a couple months of, oh, we're probably gonna break up, like this isn't working out. And so when you get to the point that you actually do, I think it's probably healthy.
No,
and if it was
agree.
meant to be, I think you would have stayed together, or you'll find yourselves in the end.
I think that is a beautiful perspective on breakups that you have, Kaylee.
No,
wow.
and that's why
I'm going to tell you that if you ever break up with your girlfriend.
No, she'll break up with me. I'm gonna go the other way.
True.
She's gonna like get over us filming a podcast in the closet of her house and get us on out of here.
No, I'll definitely remind you of that.
No, so I mean, and that's why I like to talk about it, because think about it now. Before we knew, out of these 4 couples, probably 4 of them, now we have 8. We're gonna get so many more relationships, and we're gonna get to see what happens. So it's a journey. We're on their life journey.
But do you think there's gonna be any commingling?
We are gonna see some commingling. So before we get to that, because I know you guys are excited, let's go to Alyssa and Sam, which this one kind of garners an older crowd because they were like YouTube famous back in like 2016, which was when I graduated high school, so a long time ago. I honestly wasn't like a huge fan of them, but I wasn't not a fan. Like I did watch the YouTube videos, and I do know they met studying abroad together. Sam had a boyfriend, but they fell head over heels, so she cheated on her boyfriend while abroad with Alyssa in 2016, and they've been dating ever since. So what is that, like 8 years?
That's a minute.
It was a minute. It was a really long time. The thing for me with them is like I like when people talk and interact. Like their relationship was like a lot of pictures, and I honestly didn't watch the YouTube. I followed them more on Instagram, so like you don't know that much. Like so I can't say whether I was surprised or not about the breakup. Besides the fact that we're talking about marriage, having children, and getting engaged, that is something that was surprising. But with these kind of couples who are just same thing with like Skylar and Corinne. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Yes. Thank God. That's one for Mel. Yes. And so they're like they're Instagram couples who you just like don't see a lot about it, whereas I think TikTok is somewhat more raw, even though we know it's not. It's all fake. Everything they post on the internet is
Let me tell you,
the show.
I've been making TikToks and they're not raw.
It's not, nothing's raw.
Nothing's raw.
Yeah, and that's what you realize as being a content creator is like the more you make TikToks, like it's not unauthentic because like you are still able to put out like the message that you want to put out there, but like
also specifically because you have to clip it in such small time frame.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, the angles, like
it's clipped
the filming.
together. I mean, and people doing trends, like I get good ideas for trends that are nowhere relatable to me, but I'm like, that's such a funny idea for people who it will be relatable to, and I make them. So I know. So it's just like I feel like the same kind of concepts where like these people are like, this would be a good video to post of me and my girlfriend, I should do it. So then we're like, oh my god, they're so cute, they're so in love, they're gonna be happy forever.
Yeah.
And that's what Alyssa and Sam are doing. They were very taking the Instagram gay aesthetic like really aggressively hard, and we love to see it until we got a very cryptic message from Alyssa on Instagram, which I will read to you.
Recently?
This is about the breakup. So this is how she announced the breakup. So Sam,
when?
A couple days ago. What happened is we woke up one day and Sam had deleted all of her social media, like every single platform of it. And Alyssa had a Instagram story, which reads, "Many of you have seen changes over the last week, and yes, Sam and I have separated. Please do not tag me or send me anything that I do not wish to see. I wish her the best. Please respect my privacy and space for this time to heal. I love you. I thank you for the love and support." So that's how we found out about the breakup. But it gets a little juicier.
Okay.
Right before deleting her social media, Sam took to her public Snapchat story and posted a picture of her with another woman. And, Alyssa said in her post over the last week, so she could be referencing, Sam posting this picture with another woman. And I did hear a rumor that she was with a man, but I think that was definitely a rumor because I do have the picture and it's definitely another female who is not Alyssa. Juicy.
No, someone probably said that was a man, but it's definitely a woman.
I think so too, because it kind of could be like she literally has nails and it's definitely a woman.
No, she's got a hat on. Hard to see their face.
But I mean, for her to have moved on really fast to another lady is crazy. And I mean, you have to think, then how long has this breakup been in the works? They were just talking about it getting engaged like 2 weeks ago.
I don't know, man. Lesbians move fast.
Yeah.
She might have just met the love of her life and just moved on, But
the thing is, people were speculating that she needed to take all her social media down because there was another person for her, which is now what's making sense. Because
that definitely doesn't look good for the optics.
And I think, I don't know if they got famous together or if Alyssa was like the famous one first, but like either way, like people just attack both sides. Like Alyssa's fans are going to go after her and vice versa.
Not to say it's right, but I'm around just saying like, I don't know, we don't know what we don't know.
We don't know what we don't know. Okay, guys, I think this is the moment you've probably been waiting for. Let's talk about JoJo and Kylie.
Oh, JoJo.
I know you love to reference
I
the.
love the Powerpuff Girls.
And because we found out one of the Powerpuff Girls was gay, and
Yeah,
I think episode 2 of the podcast.
It's a speculation, but
It's
the green one, obviously.
It's the green one. Okay, so we're definitely gonna get into the intersect that some people are speculating is going on between JoJo, Kylie, Avery, and Soph. But for now, I think let's just go through the JoJo Kylie breakup because I do think that was independent, and I think it was a while ago. I think it was kind of during the end of Pride Month, but because of JoJo Goes, they had to just keep up appearances for a little bit longer.
No, I saw that. It was just like Kylie wasn't coming on the float, and she should have came on the float. Like if my girlfriend was on the Pride float in LA, I would definitely go on it.
But JoJo's always doing something.
That's fair. That's so fair.
I'm sure, people can point fingers both ways, but I think it was probably mutual and just not meant to be on both sides. Like, I think they're in very different places.
That's fair.
In their lives.
JoJo needs to date a celebrity.
And, not even a celebrity, but somebody who's dedicated to that kind of life.
Someone on Raya?
Maybe on Raya. I think we heard she was looking there. But, someone like a little bit who's just like down to like follow around JoJo Siwa and kind of be into it. Like, not even in a way where they're like following her around like a puppy dog, but like it's something they're also into and like to be in, like the kind of community.
Well, if you're like an influencer, then like hanging out with JoJo all day would be awesome.
That would be the perfect career. You'd have so much content room, places to do it.
Yeah.
And so I think, with Kylie like going to college and JoJo still being JoJo Siwa and like her career kind of taking off in a different direction, like there's just gonna be times where it doesn't work out. Like I think Kylie like likes to be a regular person, is into being a regular person, and like that's just why it kind of probably got tense between the two of them.
There's nothing like your first love.
There is nothing like it, but I mean we did have I guess we did know when it finally ended when they all started unfollowing each other. I think Kylie unfollowed JoJo, and then JoJo's mom unfollowed Kylie, and then it just after that every single person unfollowed everybody. Yeah. Wow. And actually that TikTok that I made recently about saying like the 3 breakups, and in there I said, JoJo and Kylie announced their breakup by unfollowing each other's friends and family and each other, and JoJo liked that TikTok, so I guess that was confirmation that was their sign to the world that it was definitely over. Which again, I don't think people should have to tell you when things are going on, much like when I talk about lesbians on my TikTok page, it's because they're doing something in public and I'm like, they probably just want everybody to know they're gay. And so I think, JoJo and Kylie, like, why does she need to get back on and say we broke up and go through the whole thing again when we could just pick up context clues?
We don't need it. Yeah, we don't need a breakup announcement.
She knew I would say something, the real.
She was like, Kaylee's got me.
Yeah, and like her real fans, like all her little T pages, like they tell each other. They figured it out. So I mean, if they're really looking, they'll find it out. Yeah, JoJo Siwa Tiwa. I mean, as we were just talking about JoJo and Kylie being each other's first loves, and last time they broke up, JoJo went headfirst into finding other ladies, which was actually like the most exciting time for us. It was her Hey Mama's phase, like not her being a Hey Mama, but her being into Hey Mamas and some other chicks. I mean, there was some beauty models involved and a lot of different kind of women. She was testing the waters.
Katie Mills.
Yeah, but we love Katie.
I like Katie.
Yeah, we like Katie.
I think you got a sick style, Katie.
Yeah, we like you. And that time, JoJo, I mean, for lack of better words, dated lower content creators. I mean, there was a couple that had a lot of followers, but still like people who were living in their hometowns, like not striving to be famous, like regular people, for lack of better words, who just happened to have a following. And so we were all wondering, is JoJo going to take that turn again? Has she learned somewhat of
She's too big now.
A minor lesson? But I agree. Yeah, I think she knows that she needs someone who's good for her career in like a emotional and physical way. Like, you don't want to be alone. You don't want to do distance. Like as a famous person, I feel like you're already traveling a lot.
Yeah.
And she is, not going to college, and she's missing out on some of these experiences. So like maybe having somebody else who is equally like dedicated to living that sort of life is going to be good for her.
Well, there's a lot of experiences too that if you don't kind of live in that realm, you don't understand.
But I mean, before we start speculating about who JoJo Siwa is dating, we have to go through the Avery Sophia breakups.
Okay.
It is Sophia. The Avery Sophia breakup, because that's kind of what we're thinking, guys. Yeah. So Avery and Sophia are kind of OG TikTok. Like when I joined TikTok in about 2020, they were like already started dating. They were a huge couple on the platform. Like Avery has a very unique sort of creator content. Like it's not primarily gay. At one point she was kind of a Hey Mama's thirst trap girl, but then she kind of got into doing like trying Japanese candy and similar stuff to Pepperoni Muffin who cuts up the fruit. Like she would make skateboards out of
Oh, yeah.
The skateboards, like
Tiny skateboard.
tiny skateboard, baby skateboard, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I honestly love her, and I love her style and everything about her. I could not follow her because she would try a bunch of candy and try a bunch of recipes and stuff and make a mess over the kitchen in the house.
How do you mean?
And like a mess, like an intentional one. So you know how when you do things for the internet, like the more outrageous
shit
things
around.
you do,
The bottle cap flicking.
yeah, the more outrageous things you do, like it gets more comments. And so I think her making an extra mess, it was more entertaining to watch because it was more unique, but like it set off my OCD like no other. Like I had to seriously unfollow her because of that. I followed her back recently because I'm excited. But yeah, that was I couldn't do the baby skateboards. But then when her and Soph started dating, they definitely took on a huge couple aspect of TikTok, just doing trends together and being a cute relationship. They moved in together. Avery moved down with Sophia pretty fast. I think Avery's full-time job is TikTok, and I know that Soph's going to college because it's the same place my little brother goes.
Oh, cool.
I know, how funny is that? Like super random. And
maybe we can connect.
I don't think
she doesn't want to come on the pod.
I don't think Soph wants to come on the pod.
That's fair.
I know. Maybe we'll get Avery and JoJo one day. Oh
Yeah.
But
we can make amends. Let her tell her side.
Yeah, we'll take all sides. Welcome to us.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm necessarily surprised that they broke up because apparently like there was just some signs on their YouTube that they were just kind of bickering, and I do think they're pretty different people. I mean, if Soph is like career driven and like not wanting to be a full-time content creator, like that would, I know, set some sort of divide and like make things difficult, especially if Avery is like ready to full send. Because for all we know, maybe Avery's like, I'm ready to go to LA. I'm ready to get this done. So, I mean, all we got is, and I'm going to read you their individual Instagram posts. Soph posted first, about a day before Avery, and this is what hers said. To my friends and followers, I wanted to let everyone know that Avery and I have decided to take a break from our relationship. We both just want to focus on ourselves right now, and I'm hopeful that one day we may find our way back to each other. I still love her very much, and I'd ask that you please respect our space as we heal and move forward. So, I mean, that has just right off the bat a couple things that we might find our way back to each other one day. I still love her very much as compared to Sedona and Rylee. They said we still have a lot of love for each other. These are kind of one-sided statements. We have to analyze.
Important nuance. Yeah,
no, I'm the lawyer and he's analyzing.
We versus I. Absolutely. We is still, you're still united, but you're speaking on your own.
Exactly. And so we have a we, like we want to focus on ourselves. And she also says a break from our relationship rather than a breakup.
Okay.
So then we get to Avery's post, which was the following day. Hey guys, just wanted to say thank you so much for all your continuous support for me and Soph as we go through this rough time. If you have not heard yet, Soph and I have decided to break up. I ask that you please respect us and our feelings. I love y'all so much. A couple differences there. First of all, we have the words break up instead of breaking our relationship. Second, I find it interesting that she says, if you guys have not heard yet, considering the fact that Soph was the only one who had, formally posted about the matter. So like, are there other, angles we should have heard from or picked up on, or, you know what I'm saying? Like
I think she was just speaking to the fact that
it's going around at this point.
She'd already, everyone knew from yesterday.
But don't you think you would say, if you didn't see Soph's announcement, because that's what we see in other couples when they break up. They're like, I know you saw, my ex-girlfriend post yesterday, but, just wanted to reiterate it from my side. Or sometimes they do a joint kind of statement. But these both feel very like kind of separate and one-sided and like not really run through each other. Yeah. Which a lot of couples, like, I mean, Sedona and Rylee sat together and delivered their breakup statement.
Which I feel like
that's the mature, I think they're really mature in the situation. But I mean, if it was less hard feelings, that's how you stay more mature and stay more, into the situation.
Them. Way to go.
I know.
Sedona and Rylee.
I still like them, no matter what happened.
I like them separately too. Yeah.
So, I mean, with that, I just think it's a couple differences. Avery never said anything about a break or getting back together or having, still love for each other or anything kind of like that. And so then, that's going to draw some attention. And no attention would have been drawn until right after Soph posted that breakup statement. She immediately went and unfollowed JoJo Ky from Instagram, which we all know the biggest thing that like the little girls who go on T pages look for is people unfollowing each other. They have your follower counts memorized, guys. They know when it changes a number. And so but the whole thing is like eyes were drawn because of that move, because who unfollows JoJo Ky?
Not
so
me.
If you guys don't know, basically JoJo, Ky, Avery, and Soph as a couples, like two couples date, a double date, hung out together. They went to Disney. I think they went to Six Flags. Like they spent like a lot of time together. And so they were all friends as a 4 group of people. Okay.
Wow.
Exactly.
This changes things.
And so actually, Avery and Soph met JoJo the night that I was at the concert in Tampa. It was here. I swear to God, I saw them. Like,
why didn't you get in there, Kylie?
Because, okay, so JoJo, when I met JoJo, she gave me tickets to the floor.
Maybe it's good you didn't catch the lesbian curse.
I know. I stayed clear of it. But I had the floor seats, but I also had like other seats up with free food. So we went and sat with the free food. And everyone was DMing me and they were like, do you see them up there? And I was like, I moved sections, guys. Like, sorry, I wanted my free food and drinks. But then after, I know they went back and met JoJo. But then the next time they saw each other was all four of them hanging out as couples. And I mean, they seemed like to have a really good time. I mean, who's to say what happened there? I mean, I'm sure it was fun. But
was there in Tampa?
No, they hung out, and I think Avery and Soph went to California for, you know, probably some creator stuff. And while they were there, spent a lot of time with JoJo.
Okay.
But then the kind of time that we saw Avery and JoJo first start, you know, communicating besides those events of them for hanging out was JoJo posted on her Instagram a screen recording of her sending Avery probably 25 videos on Snapchat. And this was kind of when we started speculating about the breakup. So all of us were like, I think this is JoJo explaining the breakup to Avery. And that's honestly probably what I think happened. And so in my head...
Rewind.
Okay. So before Avery and Soph broke up, JoJo posted on her story a screen recording of sending Avery Cyrus a lot of Snapchat videos.
Okay.
To be like, sorry, Avery, haha, I'm spamming you. Yes. But we all took that as we think she's explaining to Avery the breakup because it was the rumors were just starting to go around. We know they're friends, they're couple friends. I'm sure
the rumors are terrible, but they're true.
It's the rumors are terrible and cruel, but most of them are true.
Yo, what about that T Swift album we were supposed to get today?
Today there was a rumor about today. No, there's a rumor about every other week. Those rumors are never true, unfortunately.
Damn.
I think they were all four friends, and JoJo wanted to make sure that she got Avery in the divorce. Avery and Soph got to keep the friendship out of the couple friendship, which JoJo also deserved to keep that friendship because she did have it a little bit before. Not that matters, but you know what I'm saying.
I mean, they're all kind of creators. Kylie's doesn't seem to be as into it.
Yeah, and at one point though, Avery did comment on one of Kylie's posts and be like, "Miss you" or something like that. And so I'm like, you know what? Maybe they're all staying civil.
No, Kylie got excommunicated.
But then I think things kind of took a different turn when JoJo was single, talking to Avery a lot, and that doesn't bode well when you're in a relationship with somebody else and JoJo Siwa comes knocking on your door.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm speechless.
I know. I mean, besides, we don't really have a lot of evidence. It's just the fact that they've been all up in each other's comments, which again, both of them are huge creators. They know where that stuff goes, who's commenting on it, who's putting it back out there.
Yeah, they like
and
it.
I don't think they're hiding it.
No, they kind of.
And that's why I think it's extra happening. They don't care.
Hey, Becky's so hot in her goddamn. What is it?
So hot. Yeah.
Becky is so hot in her
the
vintage
Becky curse is really coming after them.
Yeah. Wow.
And so I first of all, like
they give no damns.
We need to take a second that JoJo Siwa is the coolest person on the entire earth.
Honestly, JoJo,
it's taking everything, and it's taking everything in me not to DM JoJo Siwa just right now, just to tell her how sick I think she is. If this is in fact true,
I thought she was sick when I realized she had like her face on her car like a million times. I was just like, that's the kind of energy I want.
I love her energy.
Just like I give zero fucks. My face is on my fucking car because like I paid for this in my fucking toilet. Like that's awesome.
Everything she does is
you
so
fucking
awesome.
Go, JoJo. Like no, she's just legendary. She got the unicorn house. I mean, not anymore, but like because she can do whatever she wants.
And that's why
she cuts her hair. She's like, I'm just fucking being JoJo Siwa. Like you're JoJo.
So right before Avery and Sophia broke up, Avery posted a video on her TikTok of her getting a wig and then cutting it down to a boy's haircut to see what she would look like if she did cut her hair.
Oh.
And she was really into it, really vibing with it, liked the whole idea. And she asked Soph, should I cut my hair? And Soph was like, no. And Avery looked like immediately disappointed in like the fact that like, what if I just wanted to try this? I mean, that's what I got from watching the video. And I'm like, okay, but if you're with somebody if you're with somebody like JoJo Siwa, you can do whatever the fuck you want, because if that's gonna make you happy, JoJo's gonna be like, go for it.
Yeah,
and I think they both have really carefree styles, and like they love to create content. They like to do art. They like to do dance-esque things. And JoJo would totally get why she's making a mess in the kitchen. She would probably think it's cute, So
She'd be like Picasso.
I know, and so I think it's crazy too, guys, but not that crazy. Like,
I don't know. Maybe they were meant for each other.
I'm digging it.
I'm kind of digging it too.
Like, I think if it's true and does happen, I think it will be for a really long time. And you guys can put my words down on that, but
I'd put money on that.
I'm putting money on it right now.
If it does happen, it'll happen for a long time.
If it does happen, it will happen for a long time.
I wish we could bet each
other. They would be perfect.
Yeah.
It'd be great. And I think they're the same. Like, I think they're looking for similar kind of vibes.
Hey, maybe we have like
different. And both of them are different from like their past relationships, but in a way where I think like suits them better and happier. And I don't know. So I mean,
hey, one door closes, another one opens. You know what I'm saying?
Again, I love breakups. I think they're healthy.
It's a new beginning.
It's a new beginning. It's a new start for a lot of things. And I think we'll see, among their interactions with each other, I think if it is happening, they will have to get together in the soon future. And I don't think they're trying to hide anything, and nor should they, because the longer they wait, it's just going to be, if you guys are happy and that's working out, then just fuck yeah. Tell everybody. And JoJo never seems to give a fuck. She loves to post shit on the internet because she doesn't care. At the end of the day, she's JoJo Siwa. No matter what she posts on the internet, she's still going to be JoJo Siwa.
Slay JoJo.
Yeah, slay JoJo. So guys, I think that's pretty much a wrap on the drama.
There you have it.
We will continue. We will continue to monitor, keep a load on my TikTok.
If something spicy happens, then maybe we'll do another one of these bad boys.
If you guys like this whole, episode 3.5.
We got our suits on.
We got our suits on because we're newscasters. So if you like the whole episode... If you like the whole episode 3.5 drama special, then, let us know and tune into our regular sequence podcast.
Tune into our regular programming once every 2 weeks on Wednesdays.
As the drama keeps going, we will keep reporting. So thanks for tuning in to this special episode of
Get the Fuck Out of the Closet.
And we will see you guys next time. Let's get out of here.
Lesbians live, lesbians love, lesbians lie.
Great work.
Woo!
Good luck to the lesbians.